And that is the question, meat or vegetarian? That's been at the center of a lot of debates over the years. And there's a lot of different angles to come at this debate. I'd like to take one angle that I hardly ever hear. That is, what do our bodies want? What is natural for our bodies? What would our bodies choose? To really answer that question, you would need to take a natural environment, no technology or any tools, just like all the other animals live. And so none of the food is going to be cooked. Well, let's start with meat. I have never eaten raw meat. I've heard from some people who have. Most of them say it's very bland or tasteless or kind of gross. I know what raw meat smells like, and it doesn't have a smell as far as I can tell. And while animals are still alive, they do have a smell, and it's not one that makes me want to eat them. Now, on the other hand, there's plant foods. Now, some people say meat tastes better than plant foods, but I think that's only because people try so much to make meat taste so good, and then they say vegetables don't taste very good. And that's true that they don't taste very good raw. They taste much better when you cook them, just like meat. And also grains are kind of bland, but that's because those are unnatural for us too. We are primates, and so we were meant for fruit. And that's pretty obvious when you consider that in its raw state, fruit is the best tasting food group by far. It also is just about the only food group that gives off an aroma, at least for us. And also they catch our eyes. They look good, they're colorful. Now carnivores cannot even see in color, and we can, because we're primates. Now let's go back to meat. If you were to cut way back on plant foods, and to cut way back on the carbohydrates that most plants are based on, and you'd be eating a high-fat diet, mostly meat. And there's diets out there like this. There's paleo and the Weston Price people. Now, these people report that their appetite goes down, and they say that is a good thing to lose weight. And I'll repeat something they say a lot. Just because you lost weight doesn't mean you're healthy. In this case, it's because of calorie restriction. You always lose weight like that, but it's not a healthy weight loss. See my last video, and calories don't make you fat video. But when the appetite just goes way down to where you're not hungry, well, that seems to be a sign from the body that it doesn't want the stuff you've been eating. This is what happens to most people who go on a meat, fat diet. They lose weight because they're hardly eating. I'm living with two people who eat sort of like this, and they have lost weight. And I've calculated their calories. They haven't, because they just are not really interested in health. I've calculated their diets to be around 1,100 calories. That's half of what I'm eating. Although they're losing weight, they don't get thin. Not like me. They're nowhere near thin as me, and they're not going to be. The vegan diet makes you naturally thin without calorie restricting, and that's a good sign that you're healthy. I'm 45 years old, and I look healthy because I am. I never see doctors, never saw a dentist. I just don't have health problems. And I've been on a vegan diet for 20 years. Here's an old magazine of mine. 20 years. And this is the result. High fruit. Doesn't make you fat. It doesn't. I eat as much as I can get in. The proof is out there, and it is irrefutable. So it is time.
Time to get off the titty juice.
And cut to the good life. Cut to the good life. And promote the good life by giving this video a thumbs up. And it'll boost the video's visibility on YouTube. Thanks for watching.
Simply irrefutable!